This week, on days of our Steelers, the Steelers, a team who is 1-2 and looks dead in the water and is being horribly ran and has offensive plays that are horribly executed and a very injury-riddled defense, head to Lambeau Field to take on a Super Bowl contender in the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers looking to prove something. Over the past week, there have been many rumors about a potential Aaron Rodgers to Pittsburgh union next year whenever Ben most likely retires, but I just don't see this happening. But it leads up more hype to this game, and Rodgers did say how much he respected Pittsburgh, but he's not coming here, and honestly, we don't, need him here in a sense. I'd rather draft a young quarterback as Roethlisberger goes deep, and oh my god, he threw a good ball. It may just be because the defense was caught off guard whenever they had an offsides called against them, or an encroachment. And this ended up to Jair Alexander getting burned. But hey, at least Ben can throw the football 1 out of every 20 plays accurately. Give him a round of applause, everyone. And no, I'm not disrespecting Ben. Yes, he sucks this year, but he's done so much for this organization. And it's sad to see him go this way, as Adams makes a great catch. Nothing you can do about that one. Just an excellent receiver. And the Steelers today have to go up against the three-headed monster of Aaron Rodgers, who was sacked by Devin Bush. He's back in the lineup today, and Devin Bush making himself known, making an impact already, getting a sack today, and that's why we drafted him in the 2019 draft and traded up for him with the Broncos so they could select Noah Fant and we could select him, and that is a great special teams play by Green Bay, fielding the ball inside the 4-yard line. Great play by the Packers right there. He looks like a better number 7 this year than Ben, sadly, and I hate to say that. As right here, Ben, and he throws that one too low. It is incomplete. Because why? The pass was over more than 5 yards away from him. And that is proven again here today, as that wasn't a terrible throw, but it is dropped in great coverage by the Packers secondary. Drop by Juju, give the Packers the ball, and that is going to be a first down for Green Bay. 2nd down and 10. You can see the Steelers are stacking the box, something they love to do, except they all drop back, which leaves the running back, A.J. Dillon, wide open. He's going to get a gain of 16 on that play for the first down for Green Bay. Nice play by Green Bay, and it looks like they're starting to attack this defense, who obviously, this defense was going to struggle against Aaron Rodgers because, come on, it's Aaron Rodgers. But at the same time, our defense is on the field for at least 80% of the game, so it's no wonder as that pass is dropped. As we head to the first play of the second quarter, Packers with the football. Nice catch by Randall Cobb. First down and goal for the Packers, trying to score their first points of the game at Lambeau Field. Tom Grossi and Urinating Tree are streaming right now in the home of Tom Grossi. Make him proud. And there goes Rodgers. He scrambles in for the touchdown. And the Packers tied this game up 7-7. And I don't know if you guys saw, but you can see Ben's face on the sidelines on social media. Like, he looked like he was genuinely sad. Like he remembers when he could do that, and he wishes he could. And I feel bad for the man, because I really think he's trying. And it's just heartbreaking as, Ben gets stripped of the ball, and it looks like it's going to be picked up by Green Bay inside about the 23, 24-yard line. And that's going to be a first down for the Packers, as it is their football. The refs have called it for Green Bay, and that's the first turnover we're going to see of the game today by Ben Roethlisberger. And the offensive line gave him absolutely no time, but that really just described Ben's season so far, as it's caught by Randall Cobb. Cobb powering into the end zone for the touchdown. Looking like prime 2014, 2015, 2013, 2012 Randall Cobb, and I know those years are out of sequence, but you get my point. Is right here, Deontay Johnson catches the ball, and that's going to be a first down. In my opinion, he's the best receiver on this team. He has the most firepower in him, even though, yes, we have a great receiving core. As Ebron actually catches a football, oh my god, oh my sweet baby Jesus. Eric Ebron just caught a football, guys. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. And we didn't hand it off to Najee, and we broke a tackle. Wow, James Washington, great receiver to have. He can be a solid number 2, number 3 receiver on another team. I get why he wanted traded in preseason. Honestly, I don't blame him for the sake of his career. It's a contract year for him. I don't blame him. Go get paid. As right here, Boswell, and that one hits the post, except it goes in, unlike Cody Parkey and Nick Folk later this night, as it is going to make it a 14-10 lead for the Green Bay Packers, but their lead has been cut to 3. And Aaron Jones, he's going to go past the 30-yard line for a first down for Green Bay. 2nd down and 3. Amari Rogers in motion. Handoff to A.J. Dillon, the second-round pick out of Boston College in the 2020 draft. Gets himself a first down for the Green Bay Packers, 2nd and 4. They're going to continue to feed the ball to what it looks like is A.J. Dillon again. And that's going to be a first down. 3rd down and 10. Less than 30 seconds here for Green Bay. In the red zone, Rogers drops back. And, originally it looked like it was going to be a touchdown, but Schobert knocked it out of his hands to make it a 4th down and 10. And right here, Packers trying to kick the field goal. Oh, and it's blocked. And it's picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He blocked it and he scoops it up himself. Minkah's running down the field, and nobody's going to catch him. That's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. And Minkah Fitzpatrick, the X factor that he is, and yes, he, obviously people still throw it his way, but if they're going to throw it to him or Terrell Edmonds, they're going to choose Terrell Edmonds every single time. He is an X factor, and he's pretty good at locking down the one edge of the field for a long majority of time, and they call Joe Hayden for offside, so this play is taken back. Controversial call. Honestly, I have no idea what to think of it myself. It's really a 50-50 play. I don't blame the ref for throwing the flag at all, and this one is drilled, so the Packers are going to go up 17-10. That was a 10-point swing, but at the end of the day, teams, even if he wasn't offsides, and I'm not saying he was or wasn't, but even if he wasn't, teams need to learn through to-go adversity, so that should not affect the outcome of the game if the Steelers truly want to cement themselves as a good football team once again, as that is going to, after the pass by Cobb that went about 30-35 yards, to be a first down for the Packers. 2nd down and 10. They just dump it off to Aaron Jones in the middle of the field, and Jones is going to get inside of almost to the 10-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for Green Bay. A first down is basically a touchdown 1 yard away from the end zone. Rodgers drops back. He throws it, and that is incomplete. Nice coverage by James Pierre and Norwood, and I'm not talking about Scott Norwood, the kicker for the Bills, who missed the field goal. It was wide right, but not like this kick as the Packers drill it, and they take a 20-10 lead, and Ben just dumps it off to Benny Snell, who drops the football. And once again, Ben, he's struggling throwing the football, even 5-yard passes. I mean, they're just super high, and they're to the left or right of the receiver. That's a routine play. I feel like some middle schoolers can make that. Not every time, but most of the time. And A.J. Dillon bursts his speed. He almost gets into the end zone. It's going to be first down and goal for the Packers. And they're really running away with this one right now. They have all the momentum in the world. Rodgers drops back. And this one is caught. And that's going to be a touchdown for Randall Cobb, his 2nd of the day. And like I said, it looks like Randall Cobb and Aaron Rodgers in their prime, even though Aaron Rodgers is still in his prime, honestly. I mean, wow, he is an amazing player. And Randall Cobb is above average right now, too. As right here, handoff to Najee Harris, and even though we have terrible play design for him, he is basically carrying this offense, and he looks very promising, very happy with the pick. We just need to get some linemen for him in this draft, and hopefully a quarterback, because I don't believe Dwayne Haskins is the answer, although I don't know, and we all know Mason Rudolph isn't the answer. And if Ben comes back next year, let's just say I'm going to cry. I love the man, but that's definitely going to cry. And that is ruled incomplete. Johnson he's on the ground in defeat. And right here, Harris, he gets clobbered in the backfield. But wait, what the heck? It's 4th down and 4. Why are we calling a play behind the line of scrimmage? It's almost like we did that last week against the Bengals on 4th down and 10. 4th and goal, basically, at the Bengals' 11-yard line. It's almost like we don't learn from anything. I mean, literally, you can be on any difficulty in Madden, and they never would recommend you that play, and it likely never would be executed, even on rookie mode. And right here, Aaron Jones, he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, hold up, this game is not over quite yet, although it's the Steelers offense, so we all know it is, but technically it isn't. Technically, that's momentum. And right here, that's a nice grab by Pat Fryermuth. You already hear Muth chants in the Heinz Field, just like people used to yell Heath for Heath Miller. And Washington, another great catch. He's had an underrated game considering his position on the depth chart. And Roethlisberger's going to step back to throw. He's going to hit Deontay Johnson, who breaks a tackle, except he goes the wrong way. He doesn't try to dive forward, trying to do a little bit too much there by Deontay Johnson, and that is going to result in a punt back to the Green Bay Packers, and that is going to be, is it caught? It looks like it is going to be a catch. And no, it's ruled out of bounds. Very close. Rodgers is upset about that. 1st and 10 for the Steelers, and Roethlisberger is brought to the ground. He is sacked once again because he has little to no time to look at the receivers as soon as he receives the football. And this isn't even the worst our line's played this year. That's the terrible thing. And just time winding down on the clock. 4th down and 5. just for pride, basically. And what is it with this play calling? I mean, Juju's trying to reach. He doesn't have Michael Jordan arms in Space Jam, so there's no way he's getting that first down. But my goodness, like, there's no way that's going to happen. Like, we call all these short plays on, like, plays that aren't even 4th and 3. I mean, what are we doing? Like, that's not going to work. Even we know that. So, yes, some of the play calling does have to do with catering to what we believe Ben can and can't do. But at the end of the day, if you're going to do that, then that's a losing formula. And if the Steelers can't see that, and I know they know that, they're just afraid to admit it because they're not that type of organization to make changes like that. They're the type of organization to be so stubborn and above their heads and think that things are going to work when they're just simply not, and everyone knows it. They just refuse to accept it and just say the standard is the standard and go by what they call the Steeler way. As right here, dump off to Najee, and he's going to get the first down inside about the 40 to 39 yard line. It's going to be marked at the 39. Second down and 10, Roethlisberger takes a snap. He pump fakes. He goes deep, and it's caught by Washington. Ben actually makes an above-average throw. And wow, that's only the second good throw I've seen from Ben the entire day. I mean, he's had multiple opportunities. He's overthrown Juju on a touchdown and on another huge play. I mean, I get the offensive line is bad, but if I had to choose only one person to put this game on, and it's a team sport, but if there's one person that really held this team back today, and yes, the offensive lineman's it, and yes, Matt Canada is it, and injuries are getting to us, but still, we have a lot of our starters there, and that's a part of the game, as that's a touchdown by Najee Harris in garbage time, his first rushing touchdown of his regular season career. But as I was saying, you have to be able to play through those things, and if I had to have one player who I think negatively impacted this team the most, I wouldn't choose the line. I'd choose Ben Roethlisberger today, because if we had good quarterbacking despite our terrible offensive line, and I get they're young and they will improve as time goes on, but probably not this year very much, if at all. Ben, if we had a stable quarterback, this game could have been a very close game. It was only a 10-point loss, but it's intercepted by Eric Stokes. And that's definitely going to seal the game for Green Bay, the first-round pick out of Georgia. And that is going to give Green Bay back the football, and they will just kneel this out. So the Packers get a 27-17 lead, and honestly, that is a very generous score considering the fact that we only lost by 10 because we were never really in control of this game outside of the very first drive to Deontay Johnson, which was really just a foolish drive because it made some people believe, not myself, but it made some people, especially Steelers fans, believe that this would be the day that we got it together. And I just know that day's not coming this year. It is not coming under Ben Roethlisberger, and it likely won't come under Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins. Will they play better? I don't know. But honestly, at this point, I don't see anything that Ben Roethlisberger is doing that Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins can't do. And I also feel that at this point, even I'll admit I don't like Mason Rudolph, even he has slightly more to his game right now than Ben Roethlisberger does, and I'm very sad to admit that. But this organization, we're going in definitely the wrong direction, but hey, it happens. We've been at the top other than a few off seasons for the past 30 years, and I am not ashamed to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and it's about time that we start looking very bad. We play the Broncos at home in Mile High, I believe, next week. I could be wrong. I just remember we played the Broncos at home last year, so I'm assuming it's in Mile High. But we play, regardless, doesn't matter where we play. We have to go through adversity if we want to turn the season around, which I think there's a 0.1% chance it could happen, and that's being generous. But we play the Broncos. They're 3-1. They're coming off a loss to the Ravens, but we have a tough schedule ahead of us. And I honestly I don't see this team right now, the way they're performing, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I don't see this team winning more than like 3 or 4 games, and that's honestly being generous. They might only win 1 or 2 the rest of the way. I mean, this is going to have to be a 2019-like season, carried by the defense, and I don't mean like the defense plays above average. I mean, they play absolutely amazing, and they score every single game. That's the only way we're going to be able to win more than 5 football games this year, in my opinion. And if we do, I'll be very impressed if we win more than 5 this year, because this team they're not good. And honestly, winning more than 5 would put us in a worse spot because we would have a higher draft pick. But that goes for another day. You want to see your team win, even if technically losing games is better. You like to see your team win, even if you're a Jets fan. I think we can all agree on that. Jets, Jaguars, teams that are usually always at the bottom. Doesn't matter. You want to see your team win. But just like delusional Steelers fans thinking that Aaron Rodgers is somehow going to join our team next year, and our delusional front office for thinking that Ben Roethlisberger is our best option. And yes, I admit we don't have great options, but but the organization somehow thinking that he's our best option still. So are the days of our Steelers.
Everything hurts.